Today, we're sitting with St. Doug, an Atlanta based entrepreneur, artist, and TV personality. In this conversation, St. Doug opens up about grief after the transition of his mother, the emotional layers of healing, and how music has become a spiritual anchor during one of the hardest moments of his life. This episode is vulnerable, it's always intentional here, and full of reflection on memory, resilience, and continuing to move through life with grace. Let's get into it. Welcome, St. Doug.
D'Angelo, welcome to How You Grievin, the podcast. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good.
Do you have any weekend plans?
Um, this was part of my weekend plans. Tomorrow I do have another podcast that I'm doing with Andre. Some about my music and stuff like that. But that's all really the only plans I have.
Okay, nice. I know a lot of people are celebrating St. Patrick's Day weekend. I've just
Is
realized that
St.
that's
Patrick's Day? I had no idea. Oh my god.
it's the weekend of it
Oh
all.
man, the weekend before the actual day. Yeah, I didn't know.
So that's why I got
You
on my
just told
green.
me that. Yeah, you just told me that.
Yeah, my friend was just telling me. So we're gonna jump right into it. And the main question of the podcast is a very broad question. It can mean a lot of things. How you feeling? Who you grieving? Uh, so we're gonna get into it. How you grieving?
Well, the how I'm grieving is maintaining it because grief never, depending on the grief, if you have death, grief, relationship breakups, that type of stuff. But for me, grief that I've been maintaining is like the loss of my mother and the loss of parents and grandparents and family members. But the biggest one is my mom. Actually, it's not something that I expect to go away. I just know how to manage it for the rest of my life going forward. It's been only 10 years, but it still feels like yesterday. Yeah.
It's been 10 years.
Well, 11 years actually. January, May 11 this year. Yeah.
Whew. So, what did you do in January? Do you do anything on like that day or?
It's so funny you ask that because, of course, when my mom first died, there was a tradition to do celebrate the day she died, which is in January, and then celebrate her birthday. Over the years, for me, those days, I don't look forward to those days, but when they come, of course, like my brothers and sisters, they honor that stuff every year. But not so much I do. I don't really do it as much, and I don't really go to the gravesite and do that. But for me, I just say, hey, this the day my mom passed away, and I look at pictures and videos on my phone and stuff like that, which I do throughout the year. But on
Yeah,
those particular days, I will really look at a lot of stuff because I have a lot of photos and a lot of videos of my mom. So I just go back and revisit those things.
it's nice. I wish I did that, but I don't. Maybe one day I'll get there.
Where it's hard for you to look at photos and videos and stuff.
No, I just, I don't know. I feel like I just don't want to. Cause I just be like, damn.
Right,
Oh,
yeah. Now trust
you,
me, I those videos bring me joy, but they also bring sadness, of course, because you wish that they were here. But that's the part of grieving and stuff like that. That's the part of grief for me. Like I'm gonna be dealing with this for the rest of my life, so I'm glad that I have these things to look at.
yeah.
The only thing that's hard, the hardest part with me is knowing what she would be if she were here today. That's the only thing that really eats me up. Because she would be
You said
62. She died when she was 50. She died when she was 53, and she would have been 62 this year.
when's her birthday?
November 20th. November 20th.
My sister that passed hers is the 17th of November.
Mhm. So who you grieving? Like your who's passed away?
Everybody.
Everybody.
My sister, my grandmother a year later, then my other grandmother a year later, some cousins, friends.
You still have your mom and your dad?
Yeah, I still have my parents. They're still alive.
See, that's the thing. See, for me, it's like it's like a whole, like a bunch of crap, and it's like it started in the year 2000 when my auntie passed. Like everybody who passed in my family died from cancer, so it's just a cancer deal here over here on this side of the family, on my mother's side of the family. Like my aunt passed. 3 years later, my granddaddy passed. 3 years after that, my grandmother passed. 3 years after my grandma passed, my mom found out she had breast cancer. She beat the cancer in 2008, and then it came back 3 years later, 2012. And then she died 3 years later in 2015. So in my family, I used to always say it was a pattern. I'm like, why is it every 3 years with this family? Every 3 years it was a death, or every 3 years it was some type of sickness that somebody was getting. And it was like, it's always three. It's always 3 years with something. Since my mom passed, my aunt passed. My cousin, she's my first cousin. That's my mom's first cousin, so she's my second cousin. She died with cancer, so she was like my auntie. She died from cancer. So it's just like I'm so numb to death. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Like I'm so numb to death when people close to me, friends and family, or people lose others and they tell me about it, or if somebody in my family dies, it's just like, okay, oh Lord, somebody's passed away. You're just numb.
Yeah. It's
Like it's no crying for me no more. And I don't know, I know that's not like a like I'm being mean or anything. It's just like I don't know if my soul is just numb to the death of things or something like that. I don't know.
no. I think it's. I was talking to my friend about this the other day because I was telling him the same thing, and he was like, "No, you just know how to deal with it now."
You
It's just,
think that's what it is?
yeah.
Do you feel it's still some type of cover up? Like you're not intentionally trying to cover up. I don't know if your heart, your soul, and your mind is covering up what you really want to do as far as how you really want to feel. Um, I don't know.
I think it's a different form of acceptance.
But you be want to be like, not saying you want to be sad, but you want to be like, oh my God, this person died. What the? Okay, so let me give you an example. Just the other day, 3 days ago, my best friend called me and told me that his aunt has passed. I know her. We know her for a very, very long time. I was very sad. It hurting me so bad, but I was so numb again.
Yeah.
I'm so hurt, but I'm so numb. I don't know how to express it.
I feel like you've accepted the fact that people are going to die. So when you get the news, it's just like, oh, okay, that's sad.
Oh, that is like a hard way to look at it. That is, I don't, wow. I think that's very hard way of looking at it. Like, okay,
I mean,
but I don't feel that way. I don't feel like, oh, okay, whatever. It's like the emotions just won't come out how I
the
want to, even
emotions
though
won't
I'm
come
so
out.
hurt. Huh?
But then also, I mean, certain deaths will bring out those emotions and certain deaths won't.
Well, that's true. And my biggest fear is losing the people in my immediate circle, in my immediate family. Like, I was just telling my best friend the other day, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to take another immediate family friend type of death deal. I don't know how that's going to work, how that's going to hit, because the last time that hit was when my mom passed, and that was the most extreme death I've ever had to deal with. So for someone like very, very close to me, like my sister, my brother, my partner, like those type of things, like I don't think I'll be able to grieve with some shit like that now. No more. Like I don't know, because that hits way too close when it comes to death and grieving. So yeah.
Yeah, it's those really, really, really close ones that are just like,
Hmm.
that'll probably get you and you'll show different emotion when those happen versus like maybe the people you aren't really close to or the people you are close to, but you're not like hand in hand.
Right.
That
People who you
affects
see
you.
every day,
Yeah.
who you talk to every day,
Hmm.
that type of, that hits different.
It hits a lot
Like,
way
yeah,
different than,
yeah, yeah.
somebody you know or know about or that you knew. Hi, thank you for listening to How You Grievin. Thank you for watching How You Grievin. Also, why haven't you subscribed yet? Why haven't you liked this episode? Why haven't you commented on this episode? And why haven't you shared it yet? What are you doing? You ain't got nothing else to do. Gas prices is high, so you need to be in the house, and food costs too goddamn much for you to be outside parlaying. So you need to be in the house cooking. And while you're doing that, you could be watching this episode and clicking and doing something. Okay? Thank you for watching. I love you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Melissa.
And I'm Athena.
And we are the proud owners of Lip Lock LLC. You can follow us on Instagram. We just are so proud and honored to be a sponsor for the My Black Selves, How You Grievin podcast. And just remember, you can follow him on TikTok and on Instagram and on YouTube. Make sure you like, share, and comment.
And subscribe.
And subscribe. And just know that even though you are grieving, you have a place to reach out, to talk to somebody, and we are so proud of you.
Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Creative, the CEO of Eastern Creative Agency, and I'm super proud that I am able to sponsor How You Grievin, the podcast by Malcolm, My Black Self. It has been a wonderful process with him. I actually just did a show with him. Make sure you guys support, share, and repost, as his podcast is something that is all about healing. We're proud to sponsor. Eastern Creative Agency is very proud. See y'all later.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have you pick a number. We'll probably do it like twice, and then I'll just ask you some other questions. 1 through 47.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very big.
47.
Yeah, my numbers are growing.
I'm going to choose 22.
Wow. Okay. I forgot I had this question in there. It's very deep. Did you have to? This is not the question, but this prepares the question. Did you have to clean out like maybe your mom's place or like a family member's place in
Yes.
the past? Okay. So the question is, what did you keep from that you refused to discard of?
That is such a good question because when death first happened and when something so close, like when my mom first passed, your mind and your heart is like, I'm not getting rid of nothing,
Everything.
you know, because you already have to come to terms with what's going on and what's happening and this big ass life change. It's like just because someone passed away in that day or that week, it doesn't mean like they're like mentally it's still they're here. Mentally they're still here. Like, no, my mom is still here. I'm not just gonna go throw her stuff in the trash or just go start giving it out, of that nature.
Yeah.
But over time, we did learn that we held on to a lot of things, and it caused more stress and stuff because we cleaned out my mom's house, we got what we can, and we put everything in the storage.
Okay.
And over the years, in the storage for what?
Yeah.
In the storage for what?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
some of the things, like it was like her couch, her dining room set, stuff like that, we could use. So some of the stuff we did use, but over time, years passed. We just only kept things that really meant value, like her purse, jewelry, photos, and we kept her clothes for years. I just used to like the smell of the clothes.
Yeah.
Like I used to smell the clothes. Like it was so weird, but
That's
it
not
wasn't
weird.
weird to me because
No, that's not weird.
yeah, I don't know.
It's not weird. No.
So yeah, and we got rid of that. So over time, things start to level out and make sense, grieving wise, where you find other ways to help you get through it. I guess physical things are not always. You can't always hold up to the physical things, I guess. But yeah,
Yeah. And then sometimes you look around and you look at things, you're like, why do I have that still?
yeah.
Like right now, to this day, there is a kitchen table, but it's like easy to take apart. I don't know
Hmm.
what it was from some cheap place that my sister had bought, right? And I had it in my apartment. And when I relocated to go to Dallas, I put it in my mom's house. And I don't even know if she knows it's there, but I kind of hid it so
Really?
So when I go back up there, I'm gonna get rid of it because it's like, why? What is the point of this? You know?
I
Um,
would say this: if that's the only thing that you have physically of
no,
your sister, I think you should keep it. You
no,
have
it's
other stuff.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, cool, 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 cool. We was keeping all types of stuff. Like it was just like I didn't want to get rid of nothing. But over time we got rid of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. And it's more so like holding on to something. Like the clothes and stuff. I'm so glad we got rid of that. But I think we were just holding on to it just because yeah, it was that was the hardest one to close.
Yeah, I think some of my sister's clothes still exist around, but also I think my mother wears some of her clothes too because
Hmm.
that's what they used to do anyway.
Wow. See that's good. It's getting used to, but
Yeah,
like we wanted to keep my mom a full wardrobe, like everything. My mom had over thousands of clothes, shoes.
yeah.
So yeah, we gave it out and gave it to other people and stuff.
You just inspired me to share something. I'm gonna make a reel of the clean out of my sister's apartment because I have all of this.
Oh, you recorded it.
Yeah, I have some video, just like pictures. It's
How
nothing.
long it's been?
4 years.
For? So yeah, this is still fresh.
So I'm a release that so that people can see it was a good time.
Do I have something in here? Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this crazy that we're talking about this. This is my mother's key, her Mercedes Benz key. I kept
Look,
this key. This was the last car she had when she passed. So it's little small things like this. This almost might make me cry, but I'm not. But yes,
it's the little
yes.
things. It's
You can
not.
wear it as an earring.
Yeah, you
I'm,
could
a,
have.
you know, I think I'm gonna wear it as a chain. In video shoots or when I go out, photo shoots, or when I'm just hanging out or something, I will wear it. Yeah. Something else. Hold on.
You got something else? What you got? That's a ring.
I usually wear this around my neck. I usually wear it with my chain. I've been wearing this for the past. My sister's mad because I took it from her, but she just had it in a drawer. I actually was wearing it,
Yeah.
so I put it on this and I wear it like this sometimes around my neck most of the time.
See, I like that idea because I do the same thing.
Yeah. So I'm very spiritual. I just feel like she's close to me and stuff when I wear that thing. I guess, or if I'm not thinking about her, she's there. So
Yeah, like I have this little old ring. It's probably the
wow,
cheapest ring she bought. But I don't know how it's still staying alive. I be washing it, wearing it, washing it, wearing it.
it's a keepsake. It's just like
Yeah.
something you always have and you can show your grandkids, your kids, and all that stuff.
Hmm. So that's cool. That's very cool. All right,
Yeah.
pick another number to put you to work.
I'm gonna pick this number. I'm gonna tell you this number is very this number is very close to means a lot to me.
Hmm.
It's very personal. My mom my mom had me at 27 years old. She was 27 when she had me. I was 27 when she passed away. I don't know what it is with these numbers with me and death and family and all of this stuff. But yeah, my mom had me when she was 27 and she passed away when I was 27. That is so crazy. So I'll pick the number 27.
To the question, I just did a podcast and with this girl named Heather, and her favorite number is 36. So back in the day when they had pagers, her little sign out would be like star 36. And her father died March 6th.
March 6th. Wow. 3-6. Wow. That is crazy.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
yeah. So numbers, I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't know this. I thought about this like probably 6 years ago. I was like, wait a minute. I did the math. I said, well, mama had me when she was 27. I was fucking 27 when she passed. What the fuck? That's exactly what I said.
You're like, damn, what is going on?
Yes. So that number is very special.
So, do you think this is the question? Do you think she completed her life's assignment?
I'm going to say yes because she said she did. Um, I feel like my mom was way too young to pass, but she told us this before she even got sick again, was before she started having to do chemo to try to survive. She told us a long story of her life, and she told us she was like she lived her life, she had a good life, and now she's just enjoying whatever because she felt like her life was moving very, very fast. My mama had twin girls at the age of 15. So she's always been grown. So she's lived her life. My mama did a lot of stuff. She had fun in her life. She enjoyed her life. She enjoyed her life, and she said she lived her life though. So I believe she did. She said she did.
That's nice. You don't normally hear that.
And when you think about it, 53, she probably had like 15 to 20 more years before she was like an elderly lady.
Yeah.
Just speaking of numbers, but she kind of did live her fucking life. Like 53, she was still young and still in middle age, and she had to go to no nursing home and all of this type of stuff. So she was I guess at that point, 53 is like okay for her.
What is the first memory that comes to you when you think of her?
Her smile and her laugh. My mom was a very she was a very sweet person, but people would think she's mean, but she's not. I always call my mom street but sweet, but yes, but her smile and her laugh is just so contagious. Like that's the first thing that I think about when I think of my mom. She was when she's silly, and when she's laughing about something, and when she's happy, when she's in a good mood, it's the best ever. So those are things that I that's one thing I always think about. The first thought of her.
This is a fun question.
You about to make me cry. And first of all, I am not trying to do that. I am not trying to, but
I
whatever
can read.
happens,
I can read the rooms. You'll notice I switch up the questions,
uh,
but hopefully this doesn't get you. I'm sorry in advance.
no, good emotions. Anytime you're able to get it out, it's
Yeah,
beautiful. I always say that. Just let it out.
that's fair.
Yeah.
What would be the title of her biopic, and who could play her?
Wow. I've been writing my mother's story for the past 5 years. Well, the past 10 years since she's passed. And I have already titled the book. The title of the book is Little Miss Jackie.
I like that.
And who I would think would be able to play my mom is Taraji P. Henson. She will bring that character to life.
Yeah, street but sweet.
All we have to do is show her some videos, a few pictures, and give her a backstory of my mom, and Taraji will hit it on the nail.
So if anybody know Taraji, just slide in her DMs. Let her know we got work for her to do. Tyler, let Tyler know. Even though Tyler just, I think he sold everything to Paramount.
I can't think of anybody else.
That's true.
It's so many actors out there, but to get to make it realistic for us, it will be her.
It will be her.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
I like that. And we all love Taraji, so that's good.
yes.
Pivot, hold on. There's a fun question that I like to ask. So I stole this question from Angie Martinez. This will kind of give us a excuse me. This will give us a segue or like a break from the other questions. And I stole this from Angie Martinez. It's in her in real life bowl, and she asks everyone this question, and I love this question. And it's very random. And it goes, if God were to ask you, because I done changed the question. Hold on a minute. This isn't that question, but I'm going to ask you this. If God were to ask you who you wanted to see that has passed, and you only had 30 minutes, who would it be?
Nobody.
Nobody?
Nope. I've asked myself that several times.
Yeah.
The reason why I say nobody is because that is a that is a tease, and that's even more heartbreaking than the first time they passed away and left me. And for me to see them for 30 minutes and go back, that will probably bring out so much pain from the first day it happened. And as much as I would love that, I wouldn't I wouldn't be able to do that. No, it's just no. Mm-mm, no.
Nah. I don't think
No.
if
Mm-mm.
I were to choose anybody, it wouldn't be someone that I knew.
It wouldn't be somebody that I knew or somebody close to me. But if you're talking out there, it would probably be Aaliyah.
Wow.
Yeah. If I had to pick one person, if I had to pick two more people, it would be Whitney Houston. It would be Michael Jackson. But no, it's Selena. So let me stop. So yeah, those folks. But if I had to choose, it would be definitely Aaliyah. Definitely.
Why Lee?
Her death hit me pretty hard because I just had started getting into her. I didn't know who Aaliyah was when she was first out because I was clearly, young, listening to stuff on the radio. But when she started coming on 106 in Park, and I was like, oh, who is this
Uh,
girl? And she came on there 3 times, and I fell in love. I became a fan, and I was so excited about the Red album and stuff. And I started looking up all her old stuff before she passed, and I bought all her old CDs. I got into the Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, One in a Million. I learned who she was. It was Yahoo back then, child.
yeah.
Yahoo and on the computers and stuff. I used to always do that and print pictures out. But I always felt this like connection with her. So when she passed, it just really was fucking me up. I would celebrate her birthday every day. I mean, not every day, but every year. My mom would buy the stuff for me to make a cake, and I would make a Leah cake every year on the day she passed, August 25th. So yeah, that's why.
When she died, I
Me
remember
too.
my sister was in college and I was at home. I don't know what I was watching, but I was watching something. And she called and told me, and I stayed in the bed and cried all day long.
I did the same thing. I did the same thing. We heard it on the radio. We was in the living room playing games or something, me and my cousins. And my cousins they was like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Like he act like he fucking know her. I was screaming, I was acting a fool. I was just like so fucking sad. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we was tore up. My grandmother was like, "Why you call here and tell that boy that girl died? He been in the bed all day."
Like a plane crash. Yeah, that was very tough. 2001, that was the worst news ever. Yeah.
I think it's so interesting how we could grieve celebrities.
That is very interesting. And because we follow their careers, and this was before social media.
Yeah,
So we only seen them when they were on TV. So that was really good for us back then because we didn't have a lot of access to them. So we just always had this imaginary what they will be like or how they will be, who they are, how they talk, and what they shop at, where they shop, like when they're personally doing things. Like, we just always had a wonder. But now we have social media, we feel like we just fucking know them.
yeah. I
And we're
don't.
so connected to them.
Side note: I don't like that. I like the mystery of people.
Yeah, I'm starting to be that way. I'm starting to be that way as well because I don't want to know too much about your personal life anymore. I don't really. I just want to I just want to know the creator, the artist in you. I just want to know that part of you. Of course, you're gonna show it anyway because of social media, but I rather like a mysterious. Keep it, how Beyonce kind of still is.
Yeah,
Beyonce is still kind of that way because she don't. Well, she is that way. She don't really give us too much.
no, she does not. She keeps it.
But with the world we live in today, I think it's okay though. Maybe it's just not our preference anymore.
It's
Because when
okay.
they're not doing anything, you think they're doing something wrong, or it's so funny because you be like, "What the fuck? Where this person been?" You
Where they
know,
been at? You know, the last time they
why
posted,
she
they
not
ain't
posting her
posted
life?
like a couple of weeks.
Right? Is she stressed out? Is he or she stressed out? Is something going on in their life? We think the most dramatic shit.
And that's insane. That is insane.
Yeah,
And we don't allow
they should be able to
we don't
live their life
we don't
without
give them that grace.
posting it every day.
They don't get any grace.
No.
Used to. And that's sad. Um,
Mm-mm.
what lessons did your mother teach you?
Lessons my mom taught me is to never give up, don't cry, and stop stressing. She hated to see me stressed out about any little thing, any empty thing, because she always said, "Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. You have another chance to try again.
Yeah.
It ain't the end of the world. It is not the end of the world." And you're around the same age as me, and I know you've heard that saying, "It's not the end of the world."
Not the end of the world.
Growing up, that's all I've heard. And my mama was a hustler, so you had it one time, you can get it again. So everything will be okay.
That's accurate.
Yeah. And never let somebody see you weak. Never let a person see you weak. Don't let somebody see you weak.
Dropping gems, okay?
Yeah. The most important one that really makes sense. And it's starting to make sense the older I get.
The older you get, right?
Yep. The older I get, the more stuff that your parents told you when you were younger, it makes so much sense now.
And like, why wasn't I listening back then?
Right. I used to talk so much. Mom was like, boy, stop talking so much. Don't, you gotta tell every goddamn thing. Stop talking so much. Don't tell everything.
Keep some shit
Just
to yourself.
leave stuff for you, leave stuff for yourself, leave stuff for your sanity. You do not have to talk about every goddamn thing. And if you got something that you're working on, don't talk about it
Don't
until
tell
it's
them nobody.
there. Don't be making plans with money you don't got yet. Don't be all head over heels for something that you ain't made it there yet. Don't talk about it. It will come. As long as you're doing the work, it will come. Because when you put your business out there or you talk about things before they come, half of the time it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna come out because you're ahead of what you're wanting to do. You're speaking it out. You can speak it out to yourself, but don't let everybody know what you got going on all the
Somebody
time.
else can caught on to it.
Yeah.
You're spoken in somebody else's arms.
Yeah. hmm
But
Or
how?
you
Go ahead.
are you you're banking on something like and you haven't even got the money yet, and then you gonna get it now, you looking stupid and looking crazy. Like little stuff like that. I've learned that as I got older.
Do one of these like the little kids be doing. Oh my goodness, that's funny. I call them little kids. Um, how has your artistry helped you during the time of grief?
Keeping me busy. Grief, you have to keep yourself busy. And then when you're doing something that you love to do, it's so easy. Um, of course, I write songs about my mom. I wrote songs and stuff like poems and stuff like that. I wrote so all that's a part of my artistry and with this new music and stuff that I'm making this is truly who I am and where I come from. So this music that I'm making, I know my mom will be happy and she will be like, "Ooh, that's my son."
Yeah,
Um, because I'm just that little boy from the hood from Atlanta, Georgia, and that's who had big dreams of. And I was surrounded by rap and hip hop growing up. I didn't know about house music. I didn't know about the gay stuff, the LGBT, all that Vogue, ballroom, all of that stuff. Of course, I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. I'm just talking about me growing up and being a gay boy in the inside. I still was surrounded by the hood, hip hop, rap, and all of this stuff. So it is who I am. And that's the type of music I like to make, melodic rap and rap. So the times I've made music before, it was more so trying to please my community. So this time, like it feels like home. So during the time of grief and my artistry, what I'm doing right now, it feels like home. It makes me feel closer to my mom. It makes me feel closer to who I am and where I come from.
so when it comes to rap, who are you listening to right now?
I listen to everybody. I listen to Kendrick. I listen to J. Cole. I listen to Moneybag Yo. I listen to Ti. Like I have a it's like
Yeah,
those are some of the people that I just know I would just put on. Future. Ooh, sorry. Future is one of my favorite artists. He is my number one artist. Future, I love him. I love his style of music. I love what he rap about. I love the way he hops on the beat. I just love everything about Future
Yeah,
music, and
that's
I
dope.
just love everything. He's one of my muses. Like he's one of the people I look up to and I get inspiration from.
I feel like when I want to listen to Atlanta rap, I would listen to Future.
Yes, like the beat gonna go crazy,
Yep.
and he gonna be just saying, speaking his talking shit.
Hmm.
Yep. So he's my favorite.
That's
And
cool.
guess what though?
What?
There's another thing. That was my mom's favorite artist. She loved Future.
Future?
Mhm. Yes. Yeah, my mama ass was playing it, honey. She was playing that music. She loved Future. She loved that music.
Your mother sweet and sweet. I'm
And
just
guess
keeping it
what?
sweet.
Oh my God. Why is all this happening? November 20th is my mom's birthday. And then it's Future's birthday too. So everything right now is making sense for me. And I'm just
Start
so
making
blessed.
sense. So that's dope that her Future got the same
Yeah.
birthday. Future has the
Yes.
same birthday as her.
Yes. Yeah.
What was her favorite food or favorite meal?
Seafood. My mom loved to cook, but I know one of her favorites was seafood, and of course soul food. But she used to love crab legs. Take her to seafood. This before seafood became trendy. You know, now it's trendy. Like it's been trendy for the past 10 years. Seafood boils, juicy crab. But back in the day, we wasn't eating it like a boil. We would just you'll steam the crabs and just do butter and garlic and seasoning. That's all it was. That's all it was. But now it's like a whole thing. But my mom's favorite food was seafood, crab legs and stuff.
You eat crab legs?
I love crab legs now, but back then I didn't like them because I didn't like to crack them and all that stuff and eat them. But now I love crab legs.
Yeah, it's tricky. I eat them maybe like once a year because I don't like to do all the cracking either.
Yeah, that's why I get Dungeness. Dungeness, you just break it and then all the meat is there.
And they just come
You
out.
can just take it out. It's most those snow crab that I don't like because those ones they be so small, they be like a little skinny piece of
Yeah,
meat.
you be struggling, they be flimsy.
Yeah. So I more so like the Dungeness crab or the bigger crabs that they has a lot of meat in them. I don't really like no snow crab still. Mm-mm.
If your mother could speak to you right now, what do you think she would say?
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for looking out for your sister, looking out for your brother, taking care of your nephew and your niece and your other nephews, and she would just be proud of me,
Yeah.
whether it's little, small, or medium. I still have a long way to go. It's a lot of things that I want to fulfill in my life.
Hmm.
But if she was to come down right now, I think she was be very proud of me. You're not gonna catch me, okay? Oh my God. Yes.
That's look, I got
Yes.
one right here. It's chilling. It's chilling.
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't want to catch you, but I do want to ask you this question
You can ask. That's whatever.
because this one's fun. This is back to food. A lot of my questions have food because I enjoy food. But if you could use food or a meal to describe what she meant to you, what food would it be?
A soul food meal.
Soul food?
Yep. Soul food, collard greens, mac and cheese. Oh, she used to no. She of course my mom did all this thing, but this is one of the favorites we used to love in the house. My mom would cook breakfast in the middle of the night. She will wake us up around 12. She will wake us up around 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. She be done cook eggs, grits, pancakes, and bacon. And when I tell you, that used to be so good. Just eating that in the middle of the night, and she wakes us up out of our sleep to eat that. It was top tier for my family,
Look,
me and
you
my
and your
brother and my
mom.
little sister.
Okay.
Yes, really.
That is my
Breakfast
favorite.
at 12 o'clock in the morning, or between 12 and 1 o'clock in the morning. She used to do that sporadically, and that is one thing we look forward to. And that's one meal that would just be the total nostalgia and essence of her. That, of course. Yes. My
What?
mouth is watering right now. Like, yes.
Mine is too. I'm over here just hungry. Okay, just hungry. Like, okay, I probably need to stop asking you food questions. So I know we had touched on it earlier, but how does this shape the way you treat others in their time of grief, whether it's like relationships or just actual loss?
Freak, I let people vent. And for me, I let people vent and I love to listen and hear, be there and just listen to what they're going through and listen to what happened and just I just love to listen. I love to listen and I love to hear and I love to give a little bit of feedback. And I do. This girl at my job, she's a security at my job. I work at the bank. So she's a security guard. She's grieving every day. She lost her boyfriend a year and a half ago. He got killed unexpectedly. He never came back home. He left home and never came back.
Yeah,
And so she's still going through that. And so she talks to me and she was like, "Thank you, D'Angelo, for letting me vent to you. You like my counselor." We laugh about it because I really be listening to her and I just let her talk and I tell her things and stuff like that. She know about my mom too. But she's grieving very, very she's grieving. She's not willing to allow nobody else back in her life romantically or nothing right now. She really feels like she's still in a relationship with her boyfriend. So yeah, I love to listen to others. I do. I'd be so curious to know how they're dealing with grief and what they've been through.
same.
Yeah.
That's a gift, though. A lot of people can't do that.
And I feel like it'd be so spiritual. Like I don't know what it is. It'd be so spiritual. Like when I'm talking to her, she just let it all out. I just like
Because it's so personal.
she's never had a counselor. She haven't been to counseling. She didn't have a therapist. I didn't have a therapist. I was supposed to went and had a therapist right when my mom passed. No, I just had a therapist probably 2023. And I've never had a therapist. I should have had one when my mom passed away. People was telling me, but I just never went. I only went to therapy because I had a mental breakdown in 2022. No, 2023. And that's what made me get counseling sessions. And I talk about my mom and talk about the stuff that I was going through. And that kind of helped me too because I had never been to counseling for my mom.
Yeah. And that
Yes.
helps you.
Yeah, it helped me. And therapy is all about how you use it and what you take from it. I felt like I didn't need to go anymore because I felt like I fulfilled what I needed to get off or get out of my soul or get out of my heart,
Yeah.
and get out of my mind with things. And the stuff that the therapist taught me it really helped me and I used it ever since I spoke with her. I only had 5 sessions and it took me out of this terrible space that I was in. I think if I would have ever went to therapy, I think I would have not be where I am today. I would not be where I am today in my mental, my surroundings, and everything. I don't know. So I'm glad I did go, and my job paid for it. It was free. So I'm very glad that I did that.
Are some of those things you said some of the things she told you you keep with you? What are some of those things she told you?
Who
Your
my
therapist.
mom, oh my therapist, that I'm not crazy and that I'm not suicidal. I'm not like she would tell me the things that I thought I was like. I really just thought I was crazy. I thought I was losing my fucking mind. I was really just having a mental breakdown with life just life was flashing like uncontrollably. I just could not I didn't know what was happening. It was I was losing my relationship. I was losing my relationship with Tonio for dumb stuff that I had did. And I just thought I was just the most stupidest person in the world. So I just didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck I was. I was like, I would scream out I was living by myself. Me and Tony was staying in separate homes. But I would be screaming like asking God what is wrong with me and stuff like that. Like I don't understand why you're doing this to me. I was telling God as I don't know why is this happening to me. Can you please help me? I just feel like I was out of my fucking mind. I never had a good night's sleep for 6 months or more. I mean, a whole year, a whole fucking year, a whole year. I was grieving. I was grieving my mother. I was grieving everything in my life. I was grieving things that was happening in my life. I was grieving my relationship because I called off our relationship for about 6 to 7 months because I wasn't fully ready, to completely just say this is it. I'm just going to be in this relationship with this person, and everything happens for a reason. I got through that, and I got through that because Tonio didn't make it easy for me to come back into the relationship with him. It wasn't like, oh, I'm back. We get back in a relationship. No, I thought it was going to be peaches and cream
Yeah.
because I did a U-turn and I came back to my partner, but he didn't make it easy for me, and I had to deal with that. So with him doing that to me, it really opened up my brain and opened up my heart, opened up my soul, and I had to really realize what I was going through and who I was and what I wanted out of life and who am I.
And
So yeah.
that's dope. I mean, he also, I'm sure he knew that, so he allowed you to
Yeah,
have.
he's the one who told me to go get therapy. And I
Yeah.
was telling him, I'm not going to get therapy. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. You need to go get therapy. So one day I just called up the damn job hotline thing and I just called it, I set it up, and I just bust down in a ball of tears the first session with the lady. So
Yeah. I've heard
yeah,
that happens sometime.
yeah. I can't remember a lot about that those sessions, but I do know that I learned I learned a lot about myself and things that I could control and things that I can't control. Because sometimes we think we can control shit, like we can control every goddamn thing. You can't, and you can't control another person. So no,
And you have to give yourself a lot of grace.
yes, and stop beating yourself up so much. I was beating myself up. We have to learn to stop beating ourselves up. Like we have to stop because if you beat yourself up, that's exactly what you're gonna be. The more you
Yeah.
beat yourself up, that's what it's gonna be. Because
Yes.
that's all you know is beating up on yourself. So it's not so much being cocky. We all should be confident in who we are and what we do and who we are and our true selves. Just be who you are. Just be what you are. Pretending and acting like someone else just to get attention or to be somebody else for somebody else. No.
Mm.
I've learned to really I'm really getting deep right now. I've just learned and accept what I am, who I am, my what I do, how I speak, how I show up in the room. I've just learned that about myself. And I love it. I love it.
Yes.
The real essence of D'Angelo, like I accepted myself because I used to always try to please other people and try to be who I felt like people wanted me to be.
So, who is D'Angelo?
D'Angelo, who is D'Angelo? D'Angelo is kind. D'Angelo is warm. D'Angelo is angry sometimes. D'Angelo is sad sometimes. D'Angelo is silly. Like D'Angelo is
So,
very charismatic. D'Angelo is talented. D'Angelo loves love in any form that it comes in. And I'm very committed and loyal to situations, family members, and love. And that's who I am.
yeah, I can tell you're very loyal.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got that when I met you.
yeah,
And
yes, I am.
he's a rider in
Yes,
my
yes,
upload
yes.
saying you be a rider.
Right. Yes. And that's for family and friends and
Yeah.
whoever treats me well,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna feel the same. Like it's gonna be reciprocated. I try not to put myself in rooms or surround myself with people who don't treat me the way I want to be treated and the way I feel like I should be treated. I try my best to stay away from rooms like that. So I'm only want to surround myself with people who treat me well. Like at this age of my life, I don't have to be in a room that I don't want to be in if I feel uncomfortable or if I feel like the energy is off or if I feel like nobody really cares, you know? So I'm not. At this age, bitch, if it's just two people in the room and that's the only two people it is, it's just gonna be me and the two people.
And that's all that's
I
necessary.
am not fixing myself up to go into rooms that I don't belong or I don't feel or I feel uncomfortable or I feel unwanted, actually.
It's the truth. I mean, that's how I
You
feel.
don't have to be there. You don't have to be there. People think that they have to be in places that they want to be in. You don't have to be there, honestly. Child. So, yeah.
Do you have anything to say for the people that may be having the same experience as you or had, or maybe just came to the realization of I know who the fuck I am?
Mm. Well, not so much. I just be you and just it's okay. Like it's okay to laugh. It's okay to cry. It's okay to get angry. Everything will be okay. Like people feel like they should hide those things. People feel like they should hold back on stuff, or they feel like they feel like the worst person in the world. They feel guilty. They feel less than stuff like that. We're always going to go through something in life. That's each and every day, each and every month, each and every year. Things are going to happen. Just everything will be okay. And I had to tell myself that because I would sit in a moment and just think it's just like the end of the fucking world. Just think it's completely end. So everything will be okay if you just live your life the way you want to live it and not for others.
Before we go, what is your mother's name?
Her name is Jacqueline Douglas, no middle name. She has a few nicknames. One of them is Toot, Toot. She got that nickname when she was little because she used to sing Tutti Frutti all the time by Little Richard.
You hear, mom?
Yeah.
Well, this is what they do, apparently.
And of course, Jackie. So, but Jacqueline Douglas was and is her name.
You know, send some love. Oof. I like
Yeah,
that.
and by the way, she hated for us to call her by her real name, first name, nickname. She could not stand it. We had to call her mom or mama because when we say that, she goes off. I'm not no fucking Jackie. I'm not no fucking two. I'm not Jackie. I'm your fucking mother. I'm your mama. I'm your mama. Don't call me that.
She used to cuss y'all out.
Yes, baby. She said do not call her that. Or sometimes when she would piss us off, we would be like, okay, lady. Oh my gosh, she hated that so much. Who you talking to? Yeah. And another thing, one thing I would miss about this lady, like I told you, her laughs, her smile, and all that other stuff. But even when she's angry and mad, I would love to hear it right now. I would love to, I would take anything right now. Cuss me out, get on me, whatever. Like I would love to hear it.
Anything,
Yeah.
right? Anything.
Yes. Because I know when you were yelling at me, you cared. You cared. Fortunately, that's how black homes are. It can be another way, but when my mom yelled at me, it's only because she cared about a situation. It wasn't because she just wanted to just be cussing me out or yelling anything. She really wanted to get her point across. And growing up in a black home, unfortunately, that was the way it was. So you can judge or people can judge or whatever or higher, but
It's
you
just
got the real in a black home.
yes.
When nothing swept under the rug, when nothing talked to you like a baby, it was given to you. And that's the only way you will learn. So I ain't ashamed. My mama used to yell, scream, tell us out, cuss us out. Yep, she did.
Yeah, she did. She did her job. You, I mean, you learned it. It's right here. You showed it. You learned it. You're like, I heard you yelling at me.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. This is really, really dope. I wanted to say it mid conversation. Like I really appreciate you listening and I really appreciate this whole thing right here. It really was very soothing. I did not know I was going to be semi talking to a therapist today. Though I do talk to my partner, we talk,
Yeah.
about my mom and stuff like that. You talk to your friends and your family. I talk to my sister, but talking to some random, not saying you're random, but talking
Yeah.
to somebody
Yeah.
on this level, we've we were getting to know each other as friends and stuff, but talking to you on this level about things, it really felt very comfortable and it felt good. It feels good.
That I appreciate that. That is my goal to, because I, like you, I enjoy listening to people and I like hearing those stories. And they're personal. So you have to be very delicate when somebody's sharing something with you that is
Hmm.
so personal to them, you know,
Right,
and so deep. Like you're talking about somebody that you love. And you're gonna handle that with care. So
right.
thank you for sharing.
And before we go, I do want people to know that grief is not just death. Grief is so many different things. You grieve relationship breakups. You grieve divorce. You grieve job loss. Like grief is it can be a amount of things, and that's why it's called grief. Um, Before I met Tonio, this is gonna be quick. Before I met Tonio, I was in a relationship that I thought I was in a relationship with somebody for about 2 years, and it wasn't that. So I didn't even know who I was in that particular relationship. I was getting cheated on multiple times, and I never understood why I was still in this relationship and chasing after this person. I didn't know why. So after that, I had to grieve that relationship. I had to grieve it. I had to get over it. And when I finally got over it, bitch, I was over.
Can nobody
So
tell you nothing.
you have grief that you have to deal with for life, and you have grief that's only for the moment.
Only for the moment. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And that's why when you ask me how am I grieving, is how I'm managing it,
Yeah,
how I manage it every day. Because my grief, the grief that I dealing with right now, it will never go away.
it ain't going nowhere. Yeah,
Never. It's scary, but bitch, it ain't going nowhere.
it is scary, but it ain't nowhere to go. I mean, it is not. It's not going nowhere.
No. And
Just
that's why, and people, when people lose people, they're so close to them, some people go the wrong way. They go get on drugs. They commit suicide.
all
They
suicide.
become drug addicts, alcoholics, you know, or they become a better person because they want the person who they lost to know that they're okay. I will be doing my mother a disservice if I gave up on myself, if I cried every night, gave up on myself, did not move on with my life when she passed away. She will be, I don't know if they get angry in heaven, but she would not be happy with me with that, you know. She would be totally upset. No. So you have to keep going. You have to try your best to keep going. You have to try your best to pull yourself out of it because we're all going to go away one day. I hope that I grow old and die.
You do?
Um, yeah, I wish I want to be 112 at least.
Oh my God.
So don't like you. That's why you have to have people to talk to. Like, 'cause some people go to left. You either go right, left, or you either go left or right when you lose someone.
If
You
you
got to
want
be strong enough to know who you are and take care of yourself because that's what they would want. Trust and believe.
to, definitely recommend having a great support system.
And like I said, cry. So what? Cry, laugh, do ugly cries, do all of that.
The
All of
sun.
that stuff. Yeah, all of that stuff helps. I cried like a few weeks ago, just bawling, child. I felt like this wave of energy just get off of me after crying. I don't know where to cry. I was thinking about my mom and stuff and looking at her pictures and videos. And it just all just came out. But I felt so light after crying. Crying is it's very like, I can't even think about the word.
You need that release sometime. And then
Nutrient,
you don't need
nutrient.
it. You don't need it. You don't know you need it.
Yeah. So when you release, it's called releasing, I guess, like releasing all the thoughts and releasing all the pain
The
and stuff, like releasing all the stuff. When you cry, you feel light. And that day I did. So it's okay. It's okay to cry. Men, it's okay to cry.
men, it's okay to cry.
Yes. I don't know
Yes.
what world. I don't know what world. Who came up with the men don't cry? It's not good for a man to cry. If you're not crying, baby, something is hope. You're hurting.
Bad.
You're hurting inside. because you
Hear that.
refuse to cry or you refuse to not allow your emotions to come out. You don't have to do it with somebody. You can do it alone. But it's okay. It's okay.
I'm gonna turn this into one clip. Man, it's okay to cry. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you, D'Angelo.
no problem, Malcolm.
And before we go, you do have to tell the people where to find your music.
So the first place to go to is Instagram, Saint Doug underscore, and then Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube, Saint Doug. So it's pretty easy. Um, I'm out here doing what I love doing. I'm not trying to compete with anybody. What I do is for me and my sanity, my goals, things that I want to do, things that make me happy. And if I want to share with the world, I'll share with the world, and it will reach who it needs to reach.
To whom it may concern.
Sir. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Well, tell Tony I said hello. Send me his number.
Yes.
Um, yeah. And take care of yourself.
Always, always, always. That's the only way. That's the only. That's the way of life. Take care of yourself, cause ain't nobody else gonna take care of you.
And I hope to see y'all soon.
Yes, cause I gotta talk, bitch. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, we can talk. That's fine.
Okay.
All right, boo. Thank you for joining the podcast.
No
How you grieving?
problem. All right.
I really hope y'all enjoyed the episode with St. Doug. And one thing that he really wants you to understand is that grief is not only connected to death. Sometimes grief shows up when you are changing as a person, releasing old versions of yourself, and learning how to take accountability for your actions. That process can be uncomfortable, emotional, and very, very, very necessary. But through it all, you become better, more aware, more intentional, more yourself than ever before. So, what I say to you is this: give yourself grace while you grow, allow yourself to evolve, and don't be afraid of becoming someone new. Thank you for sitting with us. I'll see you next Sunday at 11:17 a.m. for another episode of How You Grievin'.